What's going on, everybody? It's GD Marble, and welcome back to another All the Circles video, and today we begin the Insane Demons. Just about all the hard demons are finished. There's one in the future that we'll get because I did it late and I just want to try to keep things in order. But now we get into where the Insane Demons start to get mowed down in a line. Before we begin though, I do want to mention one thing. A crazy thing happened 2 months ago now in GD that I just now am going to be able to update you guys on based on when I decided I wanted to really make this my full playstyle. But I injured myself in GD almost about 2 months ago. I really did. I was playing GD for like way too many hours in one day. Just the way I was sitting, the desk I was sitting at, I played too long and I aggravated a nerve in my elbow, and that caused numbness all the way up through here for a few days, and this finger felt a lot of the weakness from that. And then so, you know, I healed, of course, and I can do anything with this hand except play GD. I tried to come back about a few weeks later, and then I felt the weakness, so I was just like, okay, well, that's not gonna work, and if I'm ever gonna come back to righty, I wanna give it a bunch of time. I decided that I'm going to play with my left hand, which is a crazy thing to decide. How could you ever do that? But, and not many GD players have done it. I've actually made considerable progress. I've made enough progress that I'm gonna be able to do this tutorial today for Classic with my left hand. I'm gonna be able to play through the level pretty comfortably. But of course, you know, things like extreme, mainless extreme demons, extended list extreme demons that I'm working on are on hold right now till I really get that ability back up. So progress is there. I'm hoping for the best on this, so bear with me. With that being said, it's time to jump into the video today. Today's extreme, what am I talking about? Today's Insane Demon Circles is Classic. Alright everybody, we are here at Classic. It's by Complex with 2 X's for whatever reason. It's an insane demon for sure. I would even say it's a hard demon, but that's debatable. It really depends. It really depends. I don't know. I do think it could switch down to a hard. I do. But you could definitely argue with this, but argue later, because let's jump into lever. I don't know what I'm talking about. Let's do a tutorial. Okay, so here we go. We start off, you see the little Lenny face there, so I don't know. Remember when that was a trend? That was like 3 years ago. Start with a normal Kiwi part. You're gonna hit this blue orb here, hold the button, and then it does get very confusing in the first cube, so we'll talk about that. All you're gonna do here is hit the pink orb and hit the blue orb as early as possible. So you go pink, well, you could do that too, but that's very unlikely. Pink, and then you hit blue and hold the button. So pink, blue, hold all the way up to there. And you see now we're up here, and then you see there's the pink orb there, so you're just gonna hit that, and then here's where it gets a little weird. You have to jump immediately there to avoid that portal. So you pretty much have to go jump and then jump again super quick, so you can avoid accidentally gravitying up. So I just recommend going right here and holding the button. So you just, from the pink orb, hold the button. And then it does glitch you down here. Well, not glitch you, it's just a secret path. And then when you're down here, just jump up twice to get into the next platform, like there. And then here, even though you fall there, the pad, just the hitbox of the pad actually brings you up. So you don't have to do any weird jumps there. It just automatically works out for you. So you just jump and then you wait and it works out, it does it. But you're gonna have to jump out of that pad area. So you jump here and jump and hold there. So you're gonna jump, jump, jump and hold, and jump again. And then you hit the blue orb and hold twice like this. Hit that jump ring, and then you're into the wave. So here we go into the wave. The hardest part of the wave, in my opinion, is the first few clicks, because you have to go wiggle through a little part, and then it gets really relaxing, and as long as you know where the secret places are, it shouldn't actually be too bad. Let's get into it here. So we're gonna go up and down, simple, and then there's some tricks here, and the best way to do this part is just to go 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, just get that timing down. That's all you have to do there. It's just a wiggle with the wave. It looks a lot tighter than it is, but it's really like a 1, 2, 3, 4. So we'll get into here quick. You can see that you can hit the spikes there. So you just want to just do a jitter twice here to get between those spikes. And it is a little bit more forgiving than you expect. And then you just get up through here, and then you go down to this place where there's the coin. And then the coin's really easy if you wanted to get it. You just, when you go into the secret area here, which is at just past the diamond, you can go up for it if you want. But I just didn't do that when I beat it. I just went down and up, and you just follow the arrows. And then it gets very self-explanatory through here. Obviously, just a little spam. And then you get into one of the easier parts of the level, nice open mini wave. Lefty or righty, this is a pretty open mini wave. 1, 2, 3. And then 1, 2, I would just do 1, 2 there. And then this is just really straightforward. I mean, that part's a little tough right there, that last little portal, but just don't stress about it and just, you know, flow through it as best you can. There shouldn't be no problem. Do 1, 2 there. Don't like try to space those out as well. So just do 1, 1, 1, 2, and it puts you up well. And then here you can just go 1, 2. You don't want to go too high there, but 1, 2 works. Wiggle through there. And there's no tips here, just get it. And then you just hold the button down and let go to get up into the... And then you just have to start spamming there. I mean, your best bet for that transition is down and then hold into that. Instead of just spamming with the mini wave into the big portal, you want to just hold into the big portal, then start to spam. And then you straighten out to the duel, and this is the second part of the wave. This part is not that hard, but it's hard to know where the fakes are. So that's what makes it hard at first, because you're learning and you're like, okay, well, that's weird that I have to go into that little slot. So it's going to be a little weird at first, but once you know where the fakes are, it should be easy. So first fake's really easy. You just go up through there. I mean, that's kind of a normal fake. And then you avoid this stuff. And then for this fake is also simple. You just go in the middle of the diamond and down, kind of as you see a lot in circles levels. You weave through the slow part, and then ground spikes, 1, 2 here, 1, 2. Simple. Nothing too bad there. And then it's a little tight here, but it's not too bad. You just go up through here. And then I recommend for 54, you see where it gets into the diamond right there, the smaller diamond. I recommend holding all the way to the top and then letting go, because the next part has a lot of weird clicks. So you just want to be keep the click number down. So hold to the top there with the red wave going all the way to the top. And then for here, all you do is go into that and you go all the way to the bottom. So you just go click once, you go to the bottom, but when you're in the bottom here, you have to actually do a tap. There's a ground spike there. So that's gonna be a little weird at first. I found it awkward to play at first, but once you click there on the ground spike, then you get out of that part. And then this part here, you have to actually go into the middle of the top of the rectangles there, as you can see like that, and then maneuver out of them and kind of do the same thing going out of that part. So you're gonna go middle, and then you go out the middle of that block right there. So still pretty simple. If you understand the symmetry, shouldn't be too bad. And that's self-explanatory right there. It's a big fake right there. You can almost see it, very open. And then you just weave through the slow part. Shouldn't die here. Well, I guess you can if you don't do an extra couple clicks. You know, just be aware of the end part there. You know, 1, 2, and then just spam a little bit. And then here's the final part, and the best I can do is just show you what to do here. I mean, all this is going to do is speed up your completion time, because it's not hard to do the final part of this level. It's just memory-based. So you're pretty much, if you watch this next 2 minutes, you're gonna just not have to go figure it out for yourself, pretty much, which is really nice for memory. That's like if I do a level like super probably level, that's gonna be huge for a lot of people, because there's a lot of people who like just don't want to sit there and figure out where the memory is for that level, and you know, having it explained to you makes it a lot easier to receive. So this part's easy. It's just memory, pretty much. You have to know where to go, and I died here a few times because I didn't know where to go, or I forgot. I got nervous. So here, for the first part here, there's actually one little tricky bit, unfortunately. For the first part here, if you hit these 2 orbs normally, and then you hit that yellow orb normally, you're gonna hit that blue pad, which you can't do. You have to hit these 2 orbs as early as possible, and then hit that yellow orb as early as possible, so that you can 1, 2, and then hit early as possible. You don't not too early, as early as possible, so you can get into the auto part and avoid getting too far into that blue pad. So once you do that, then you go down, and once you hit the triple spike, you jump twice. And actually you're gonna jump another 2 times right after that to get up here, and you jump out of that to go underneath this block, which you then gonna jump twice again. So you're gonna go 1, 2 here to get out of this underneath block. So 1, 2, and then you jump twice a 3rd time to get out of that place right there. So 1, 2, 1, 2, and then you actually land in this weird perfectly placed spot down here, which I thought was interesting. And you're gonna do another 1, 2, 1, 2, 3 actually. So you see it's a lot of holding 1, 2, holding 1, 2, holding 1, 2, 3 in a row right there. And actually maybe I'll go back to try to give you that rhythm. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, boom, see? And then 1, 2, 3, boom. See, perfect. You already got the rhythm down on one part right there. So then you're gonna jump over the spike. It's pretty much just hold out of the auto. If you hold too early, that can happen. If you hold through the auto, you can do that. And yes, that does get you the coin if you hold early. So you can go for the coin if you want. But if you don't want to go for the coin, you just have to hold after you hit that last blue pad. And then it's pretty self-explanatory. After here, you hit this orb, and then you can hit this green orb late, but not too late, but late enough so that you don't go too early. So if you go too early here, then Well, actually, I got really lucky there, but normally you're not gonna be able to get enough distance on that blue orb. Hit that blue orb late, that green orb late, then you hit the blue orb a little bit late too. You jump out, hit green orb late, and then you're gonna jump off the very edge of this block to beat the level. You don't wanna hit the yellow orb. Green orb, blue orb. If you jump and hit the yellow orb, you die. So you just wanna jump off the edge of this block and you're good. And then there's one more thing, right above that GG, there is a spike right where I jumped. So make sure you jump there, and you should be all good. Now we'll leave you with classic. Level review. This one's a 5 out of 9, and you're gonna see a lot of this in the Insane Demons because there's a lot of underwhelming but not terrible Insane Demons. Like, playing this didn't suck. I didn't hate playing this, but I mean, there's nothing about this level that I'm like, wow, this one is the best. No, this just kind of sucked. It just was whatever. It was a whatever level. I didn't hate it. I liked the song. I think the gameplay's okay. I think there's some unique ideas with the very confusing duel and the memory part. I mean, that memory part at the end is classic old circles, and I didn't mind it. So it gets 5 points for those things I liked, but it's just like, I don't know, it's a little bland, it's a little old, it feels old, you know? It's not like Crimson Clutter, where even though it looks old, it kind of feels kind of like it still has its charm. I mean, it just feels like, kind of empty feel circles with a little bit too much memory abuse, 1.9 memory abuse, I don't know. But it feels a little messy at the beginning too. So a 5 out of 9 I feel like is good for this, middle of the road on that. So, and that's the level review. That's the tutorial. Drop a sub, a like, a comment, or whatever. If you have questions, comment them, and I can try to help you with parts you'd be confused about in this level. And yeah, what is this, like 46? So yeah, 46 out of now 80, 81 circles, 82 circles. They keep coming, man. So hopefully when I get over this whole lefty thing and get trained, I can start beating more again. But yeah, we're as far as these videos go, we got a ways to go. But let's get to that completion video. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you. I've been GD Marble. I think I beat 1, yeah. And that's probably not... Where is that on the list? Like 10?
17 or something. Yeah. Hello? Yep, Simp on Hush, GG.
Hola, buenas. Bro, I swear, Husky's just gonna have like this daily marble challenge thing.
Nothing is daily, I've only made 4 of them. Nah, JK. Just sounds a lot.
Yeah, you made 4 of them today.
Alright, let me just make a copy of this, buff that one, call it Marble Challenge 892.
You know, if I would say something, it would piss a specific someone off.
Right.
He's not even here.
You not say it.
I just beat classic.
Yeah, I was
under my belt.